Mr. Gus9 Plays here, and today we're checking out a game called PC Building Simulator. So I found this game just looking on YouTube. If you check back to my Roblox Anthem video, I also found that looking on YouTube as well. So I get ideas from YouTube, and I'm a YouTuber. Does that make sense? Okay, anyways. So we're going to build a computer today. And this game is super early in development, so if there's any bugs, I just have to deal with it. And it could mess up recording, it could not. So if it's a little bit glitchy or freezy, which I hope won't happen, I'm sorry if that does happen with you. But okay. So let's start the game. Hi and welcome to PC Building Simulator. To get started with this tutorial, press I after you close this window to open your inventory. All the parts you own are shown in the inventory along with the quantity you have. Okay, so inventory graphics card. So it looks like we started off with the basics. So okay, to get started building your computer, navigate to the miscellaneous category on the right and selecting standoffs. Standoffs are spacers installed between the motherboard and the metal tray behind it so a short circuit is not created. They are also the place the motherboard screws are installed in. Okay, that's good to know. And also, guys, just to know, I I think I would recommend this. If you wanted to build a computer, I recommend that you play this game. It's only for computer though. It has Linux, Mac, and Windows. So basically all types of computers. So if you do want to build your own computer, check out this game. It teaches you basics. But here we go. So miscellaneous standoffs. Okay. To install the standoffs, hover your mouse over the highlighted slots and then press the left mouse button. These need to be installed in different holes depending on the motherboard you are planning to use in your build. The motherboard we will use has ATX form factor, and these are the locations that align with the screw holes on it. This is actually a very informational game. I'm having to read a lot. So I'm going to install these standoffs. And as you know, they're spacers so it doesn't get short-circuited. So I have my eyes closed. I know I don't have a webcam, but just believe me, alright? I have my eyes closed. Let me guess. Next, we're going to put in power. Because how are you going to have a motherboard without power? Yup. Before we install the motherboard, we need to install the power supply unit. This is the power source for everything on your computer. Open your inventory again by pressing I, select Thermaltake Smart 500 watts. Hover your mouse over the highlighted slot and left click to install it. So let's do exactly that. Now we are going to install the I/O shield. The I/O shield serves the purpose of keeping the Whoa, that's a big word. Electromagnetic I'm having a bad day, aren't I? Electromagnetic radiation inside the case, so radios and similar equipment around the computer won't be disturbed. To install it, select it. Yup. I don't need to read that. But let me just say something about this. The textures, they look like somebody took Google stock images of the fan and just put it on a block. That's what it looks like. But hey, who am I to judge? Maybe it's just hard to find a realistic looking fan or make a 3D fan. Who am I to judge? So, miscellaneous IO shield. Put it in. So that we install the motherboard. Let me see how detailed this motherboard is. Okay, that's really detailed. I like this. I like this. At this point in real life, you would install the screws that hold the motherboard, being sure to have one at every standoff. But the parts in this game are held together by magic, so they don't require any screws. Ha. Funny. Magic. Yeah, magic. Okay, next we're going to install the CPU. This is the component responsible for interpreting and executing most of the commands from the other hardware and software from the computer. To do this, first open the slot. For that, click the highlighted part on the motherboard. That part is called the load plate, and it will hold some types of CPUs in place in their slot. So this is the load plate, and then we take the CPU, which is called the dummy CPU, and it looks exactly like an Intel CPU. Oh well then, now let's close the latch. Ooh, a lot of big words. Okay, now we will apply the thermal paste on the CPU. Thermal paste is a type of paste made from metal powder that fills the very fine gaps between the cooler and the respective part for better thermal conductivity and better cooling. Select the thermal paste in your inventory, yada yada yada. You only need a dot, it will be spread by the cooler itself. Okay, so only put a dot. Okay, bloop. There we go. Now we will install the CPU cooler, which goes, this is something I didn't know. I thought the cooler just went somewhere else. Now we will install the graphics card. The graphics card is the part that takes information from the CPU and turns it into images which it displays on the screen. It can be a separate part called the dedicated or discrete video card like you are about to see here, or it could be built into the CPU called an integrated video card. As a rule of thumb, dedicated graphics cards have more power than integrated ones and are used for more GPU intensive applications like gaming or 3D modeling. That was a lot of reading, but look, Intel, he's here. But wait, just take a second and look at the detail of the motherboard. That's amazing. I love this motherboard. It looks realistic, first of all. And I like all the 3D modeling that he put into it. It's nice. But now let's install the GPU. We're gonna put in one because we're making a simple computer. I thought we could, because we had two. I thought we were gonna put in two. Well, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. Now we will install the RAM or random access memory sticks. This is a type of storage in your PC which works very fast. Running programs are stored here for faster operation. If too many programs get loaded onto the RAM, the CPU has to move them between the RAM and the HDD, which slows down the operation of the PC. To install them, first you'll have to open the pins. So first of all, I didn't know RAM were sticks. That's something that I literally didn't know. And I also didn't know, oh Jesus, one downfall on this game, if you don't like reading, there's a lot of reading. Okay, now select the modules in your inventory under the memory category and install them in the highlighted slots. The pins will close by themselves as you push the module in the slot. You'll also notice that there are two different colors for the actual slots These are called dual channel sets. You should install matching RAM modules and matching color sets to take advantage of the performance boost they give, but generally you will want to install the same type of module across all of your slots. So, I mean, we do have 4 RAM sticks, so let's just go. Wait, do I not have them? Memory. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks. Now we will install the HDD hard drive disk. These are storage devices that hold all your data, like your operating system, programs, photos, music, everything you have saved in your computer. Open your inventory and navigate to the storage category and select the HDD. Install it in the highlighted slots. Okay, so this game doesn't have a career yet. As you saw in the menu in the beginning of the video, it only has a tutorial, but if you don't want to do the tutorial, then you can just press Q and then you can like construct the computer freely. But there's only so many changes that you can do. Like all you can do if you don't do the tutorial is you can add another graphics card and you can add more than one hard drive disk. And you can, I think you can put a DVD in. I think. But let's get the hard disk. Lastly, we will install a fan in the back of the PC. Okay, so we're gonna put a fan. Cooling. Simple fan. The last part of this tutorial is cabling. Sorry. So guys, sorry if I hit the mic there, if that was bothersome to you. Can I just say something? If the developers of this game are watching this, I really like this game. This game, it has potential. Because what I've seen is that if you go into the pause menu, it gives me the idea that you're in a repair shop because it says order, and if you click on it, it says like current. So I think like maybe the final product of this game might be like you have to fix other person's computers, like kind of like a version where you're fixing computers. So it's like Car Mechanic Simulator but for computers. And I think this game has potential. Okay, so let's continue. The last part of this tutorial is cabling. To start doing it, press F1 and change to cabling mode. Click every highlighted slot to install a cable there. If the connector you select fits, you will be presented with info about that specific cable. Don't forget to connect the hard disk on the back. Okay. Very good to know. Okay, so F1, cabling. Power, no. Fan, no. 2024 pins. ATX power cable provides power to the motherboard and some expansion cards. For example, low power dedicated graphics cards don't need an additional power connector. They get all the power they need directly from the motherboard. So I know how to plug in the graphics card. This one is a pin. The PCIe power cable is 6-pin or 8-pin connector used to provide additional power to cards that are installed in PCIe slots, usually high-performance graphics cards. And I know that this one's 6-pin. Yup, this is the same thing. Down here, I think fan. No. No. Yup, it's gonna be SATA. Molex, this. What? Can I not install? Okay. Power Molex, this. Okay. The APS 12-volt power cable provides the additional power to the CPU requires to work. Okay, so this is just to go, a wire to go to the cooler. Okay, power PC, fan. One to go to the fan. And now there's just this one for the motherboard. So I guess I don't connect that one. So let's rotate this. Or maybe the hard drive connects to. SATA power cable is a 15-pin cable used to provide power to newer models of CD drives and storage devices. It is a direct update from the Molex power connector used for older devices. And so if that's SATA power, then this should be SATA, right? Yep. The SATA cable is used to transfer data between devices and the motherboard. It is an update over the older IDE connector and features support for hot swapping and disconnecting devices while the system is running, and support higher data transfer rates, which translate to faster read or write operations. Congratulations, you have finished assembling your computer and now it's ready to go. Yes! Ready to go. Okay, so let me see cabling. Yeah, so everything's wired up. But you know what you gotta do now? We gotta put side panel. Wait, mount. Let's install side panel. Front panel, back panel. Go, 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 back. There we go. And DVD. There we go. Almost everything is installed. But there we go, guys. I know I didn't talk a lot because I was just really interested in the game. But guys, I'll leave a description to where I got the game in the description below, and in case you want to get this game. It is free, but it's very early in development, and what I did is about all you can do in the game. But if you want to learn how to build the basics of the computer, then this is the game for you beginners out there. So bye guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.